So in this video, we are going to discuss about an indicator which is called stochastic. Stochastic is a momentum indicator. It indicates where the present price is compared to the last or specific period high-low range. Now, the specific period that is used for stochastic is normally 14. But one can use the stochastic for 9 period or 21 period or various other period based on his or her way of trading. Now, as I have said that this is a momentum indicator, this is similar to a momentum indicator that was RSI. But each indicator has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. And that's why stochastic is different from RSI. I'm not going to go into deep into the formulas of the stochastic because it is a little bit complex. We will provide that in form of a written article. You can read them and know about the formula if you want to know them. But here what we will cover is the most important thing, that is how to use the stochastic and how it is plotted in the chart. Let us look at the chart right now. Here we are looking at the daily chart of Nifty. Now, while I look at the daily chart of the Nifty, I go to the insert indicator and I keep stochastic. I insert the stochastic twice because there are two kinds of stochastic. One is slow stochastic, one is fast stochastic. So I will explain that while I show you the charts. So let me put initially the slow and fast stochastic both. Now both are similar, right? So both are actually fast stochastic. To make it slow stochastic, what I do, in the smooth K, I put 3. So now you see that both are almost similar, and the upper graph, which is denoted as slow stochastic, is having a little bit smoother way of behaving rather than the fast stochastic, which has many sharp cuts going forward. One important thing, if you look very minutely, you will notice that in the fast stochastic, that is the slow line, that is the red signal line, that is actually the blue line in the slow stochastic. So stochastic has two lines. Basically, they are called the percentage K and percentage D line in both the stochastic. The blue line is percentage K line and the red line is percentage D line. The red line of fast stochastic is represented as the blue line of the slow stochastic, and then 3 period moving average of that becomes the red line. Now, there can be various ways in which one can trade using the stochastic. One is that stochastic in both the cases, fast and slow, has a range of 0 to 100. Out of that, 20 to 80 is the normal zone where both of them spend a lot of time, and above 80 is the overbought zone and below 20 is the oversold zone for both of them. The reason for using slow stochastic is that they produce much lesser number of signals when we at least talk about crossover signals compared to the fast stochastic. See, there are a lot of crossovers, but they are limited in the case of a slow stochastic. So that is why it is more reliable in some cases. But again, that also means that you miss on some of the trading signals. Now, first, the overbought and oversold zone. See, in a very range-bound market like this, if I squeeze the chart a little bit, you will find that this area, at least, of the Nifty was very range-bound. So, if you see that the slow stochastic and fast stochastic both give you decent understanding of the range by going to and fro, to and fro. But if there is a sustained move without much correction like this up move, in that case stochastic fails to actually give further trading signals. In the first up move, it will go from oversold to the overbought zone, and then it will hover around the overbought zone for quite a long time before coming back to the oversold zone. So this is a disadvantage of using a stochastic indicator, that they fail to produce much trading signals in the case of a very sustained move after some time. Like once we are well into the move and there is no meaningful correction, there will be very less trading signals generated. But in a range bound kind of move, they will provide very good up and down signal, and someone can trade along that. Now let me talk also about the divergence. Like any other indicator, divergence is when the price is making higher high, the indicator is failing to make higher high. See, it is making lower highs. So eventually when the stochastic dip into the normal zone, that is both the lines, we can see there is a little bit of correction that is happening. So these are selling points for small movements from 9980 or 10,000 to almost 9,700. So 300 point of kind of move Nifty provided during that time. During this point also, see what was happening is that market was making lower highs and lower lows, but the stochastic, both the fast and the slow, both were providing a bullish divergence. What was happening is that the market, what is happening is that if you look at the stochastic, that they were actually turning up compared to the price action which was on the downside. So eventually what happened is that the price moved higher. So divergences are available in the stochastic like other momentum indicators, and they can be traded with a stop loss. The important point to note here is that the divergences can fail also, we have seen in other indicators. So while dealing with divergence, we should be a little bit cautious with the stop loss, and once we have the stop loss and we can see a reversal, we should get into the trade, because these divergences are actually more often they succeed in providing price reversal. Now the final way of trading the stochastic, that is the crossovers. Let me actually go to the chart of Nifty again and we will understand. See, one thing is that when both of the lines, that is the percentage K and percentage D line, actually moves into the normal zone, we can go long, but that will be in this candle. So by this time almost 1062, I would say 1270, so 250 points of up move is already gone in this up move. But think about the crossover, that is the percentage K line crossing the percentage D. See, by this candle 120 points away from, this is 10,120 or 150, so just 100 point away from the lowest point you can enter after the crossover. So here also you can see that once you are using the slow stochastic, you have a smooth crossover only once, but if you are using the fast stochastic, you get multiple actually crossovers. This crossover especially we use the slow stochastic, and it is more reliable rather than the fast stochastic, which give a lot of zigzag crossovers and then they become a little bit confusing. Here in the other crossovers also you can see, once this crossover happened, you could get into the trade very early compared to this. If you waited for the price to dip below, actually the stochastic line to dip below the 80, you would have entered much later. Similarly case here, you would have entered much later. But see, if you have gone long in this candle only, if you could see the crossover kind of thing. So crossovers are important when we look at the stochastic. There are three ways that we have discussed. One is the overbought oversold zone, one is the crossover, and one is the divergence. This is a very effective indicator. So we are at the end of our discussion regarding the indicators. We have discussed about the MACD and moving averages, which give us the direction of the market. We have discussed about the plus DI minus DI line in the ADX. They give us also direction, and again the strength of the trend is decided by the ADX line itself. We have discussed about the RSI and stochastic, which are momentum indicator. We have discussed about the Bollinger Band, which are giving us the volatility, measure of the volatility in the market. And again we have also discussed about the MA5, which takes into account the volume. So all the different indicators or solve different kind of purposes. They give different kind of ideas about the state of the price movement of the market. So we should use few of them or all of them in combination in certain way that we should refine our entry and exit points so that we can enter in a point where the probability of loss is low and the probability of gaining is more. We will show you in the next section where we combine few of the indicators to provide you an idea of various way of entering the market. We will discuss about various form of trading, like trading with the trend, swing trading, and the reversal trading. So that will be discussed in the next section. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.